is, do we have non-impartial news stations? Do we have more divided news stations? And let's be real, it's more divided. Because if I were to ask the question, what is a Republican news station? You're gonna say Fox News. If I'm gonna ask Democratic, you're probably gonna go with CNN. I have a grandmother, very, very, very political. It's very hard to have a conversation with her without politics getting thrown into the ring. She listens to very political radio stations every morning, and she religiously watches Fox News. If I were ever to show her an article from CNN, she would not believe it unless Fox News was also saying the same thing. And if it was a little bit different, she would say that CNN is the one twisting the information. I personally believe this divide in the news world is responsible for the divides we are seeing in our real world, politically and socially, because news historically has been one of the main sources of news Americans will turn to. In more recent years, obviously, social media has brought up the bar of how we receive news, how we intake news. Example, war in Ukraine. We were getting day by day, hour by hour updates, what was going on. People are taking videos and posting it of tanks running over cars, tractors towing tanks back to Russia. All of that, we were getting it all in all, real time. But historically, it has been newspapers, and that's what people typically fall back on. So, the problem with that, of course, how do news stations make their money? They make their money through advertisements. How do their advertisements make money? Views. They need to be reporting on things that bring in more people. What brings in more people? Everyday stuff, car crashes, or more controversial topics like abortion rights or trans rights, things that get people's blood pumping. And obviously they've figured it out. The more controversial topics are what is going to draw their viewers in. And they are a capitalist organization. They are going to capitalize on this information. So while I am very loath to agree with anything that has come from the mouth of former President Donald Trump, the media really can be the enemy of the people. It can be used to twist so many opinions because realistically, if you look at shooters they report on between a black individual and a white individual, man, we'll just say man, a black man, their headline will be very different than what they use for the white male. Their photo will be very different. The white male, they'll find a school photo, a work photo, something that makes them look nice. The words, the language they will use is not condemning this person. The black man, they will find a photo that makes them look bad, perhaps throwing a gang sign, drinking beer, something that, lowers public opinion of them. And then their language will be more condemning, and that's a bit scary if you think about it, how the small ways they'd go to try and twist your view on things.